Hello, 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 collective. Welcome to Carmaboo Tarot. For those of you who are new, my name is Carmen. I am an intuitive tarot reader. I do use tarot cards, runes, numbers, letters, crystals, and colorful language. If any of that offends you, feel free to hard left the video. For those of you who are staying, we're going to get the 2025 yearly read for the sign of Gemini. Alright, Gemmies. This is the year of 9. That's the life path of the healer. Number 9 in the major arcana is the Hermit, which is representative to solitude and introspection, the journey to inner truths. Some triggers you guys could be experiencing this year with yourself could be prudence or circumspection. From other people, it could be like corruption, roguery, treasonous things, anything like that could be triggering things this year for you, okay? It is going to be a year of exciting opportunities and profound transformations. Stones for this year. Don't mind the guest appearance. This is Luna. Yes, ma'am. Good stones for this year are going to be smoky quartz. Looks like so. And then that is for grounding or releasing negativity. Selenite looks like so. I highly recommend the towers. They work great. Selenite helps to calm or purify energies. And we have black tourmaline. Okay. Black tourmaline works for protecting against negativity, promoting safety and solitude. Then you have lapis lazuli. Okay. That's going to be to promote spiritual awareness or connect you to yourself during solitude. So the Hermit energy, you guys, is linked with Virgo energies or Mercury ruled. So pay attention to where Virgo or Mercury appear within your birth charts and where those planetary alignments or shifts are happening this year. That could set off some high signals for you guys as to what is coming and when it's coming. All right. Oh, let's get crack-a-lackin'. Spirits, guides, ancestors, what is Gemini's overall card for the year? What's the overall view for Gemini for 2025? Three of Pentacles reversed. Oops. Jesus. So sorry. Okay, we're good. Three of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so it's a lot of you are going to be running this year into not feeling like you have enough knowledge or being insufficient in some sort of ability. Some of you might have that lack of seriousness throughout the rest of this year, or a lack of confidence throughout this year. It could be like lost partnerships, lost, just a lack. It's like just lack this year. Lack of profits specifically could be significant for some of you. It could be one of those situations where part of the year you do have a large amount of profit, and the other part of the year that it does not happen to be that way. All right, let's dig in. Let's find out. Spirits, guides, ancestors, what's going on in January for Gemini? January for Gemini. Justice reversed. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Okay. Some sort of injustice is coming here in January. Lack of proper balance could be something. Some sort of abuse could be happening for some people. A lot of insecurity surrounding it. Or legal entanglements is kind of what it feels like. It is a Libra card. So some of you just may be dealing with a really pissed off Libra. Or it could be somebody in a higher up position that's just really being unfair or handing down a lot of harsh judgments without due cause. Some of you might be getting some things that you don't feel like you deserve, or things you really actually don't deserve here in January. It could be like people coming at you with attitudes that are undeserved, that you don't deserve. It could be people mirroring their insecurities onto you even. False accusations could be coming out. Borderlining or even up into abuse. Okay. February for Gemini. Almost, but not quite. Okay. February.5 of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so doing that 180, the turnaround on it. Wonderful. Things coming back in, recovering, getting out of that sense of lack, that sense of abandonment, that energy of not being able to receive opportunities that are being handed to you. Like you're healing in some way, shape, or form. Some of you are just overcoming financial difficulties as well. March. Well, isn't that interesting? Two of Swords and then the Empress reversed for March. Some of you are going to have a division, a choice, okay? Could be some stagnation with it. It's definitely a painful choice, being torn between like two different relationships or two different loyalties. There's definitely a crossroads. Like there has to be some sort of compromise. It's not just one of those things where you can just agree to disagree and walk away. It could be with your mother or the mother of your children or some sort of feminine figure. It's definitely going to be somebody of higher placement within your hierarchy of like importance. This is somebody that shows a lot of vanity. They like luxury. There could be arguments between you and this person. Some of you might just be coming to peace with the fact that you're dividing yourself from those things. Maybe you're choosing to stop being vain, or to not be so focused on materialism, to not argue with people. Some of you are really just putting in that energy of really understanding and knowing what's worth fighting for and what's not. And I feel like there's a lot of you that are choosing what you need to cut out and drop at that point, considering what is happening in January and February. April. April for Gemini. Three of Swords. Oh my goodness. Suffering? Really? Come on. Okay. A lot of unhappiness in April here. Could be even up to loneliness. Definitely conflicts come in. There's grief. Could be a separation from someone you care about or things that you care about. Some sort of disappointment that happens. Could be a breakup. Could be just a betrayal. Like, maybe it's not a separation or a breakup. It could just be a disappointment. Like a betrayal of some sort that causes... It's like that being with someone, but not... Like you're there, but you're not really fucking there type of energy. Because there's too much fucking pain. A lot of crying. May. May for Gemini. King of Swords. Okay. Getting your place back on the hierarchy. Could be dealing with a Libra. This is definitely someone coming in who is in a place of authority. Definitely flexing some power and some authority against things that are irrational. Okay. This is someone who is intelligent. This is someone who is wise. They give good advice. They're very good at playing the mediator, the middleman, the conversationalist, getting things going. Some of you might be going to therapy or seeking legal advice in May. Okay, that may be the person that you're talking to. June. June for Gemini. June for Gemini. High Priestess reversed. Manipulation is what I'm feeling. Like there's a lot of cloudiness as to what is right and what is wrong, or what you should or should not do. I think that you're blocking your own intuition here in June. That's my personal opinion, but I do feel like a lot of you are struggling to really figure out what is and is not allowed, what's appropriate, what's not appropriate, truth versus dishonesty. Like you're really undecided. Try not to make any thoughtless decisions in June here, okay? Delay them if you need to. Because there's a lot of manipulation. July. Whoa. Nine of Wands reversed, Eight of Pentacles reversed. Okay, yeah. By July, we're fucking done. Excuse me. I'm still battling a cough, guys. Sorry. This bronchitis be kicking my ass. There's definitely a defensive attitude. A lot of people, like, you're going to be feeling stubborn, rigid. Be careful about how much money you're spending in July here. I think there's a lot of you that are, there's some sort of situation where you have to persevere through something. Like you're having, it's a defensive move. You have to persevere through something, and by doing so, you're overspending, okay? So this may be like, maybe you're lose your housing of some sort, and you have to find somewhere else to go. Or perhaps like your car takes a shit and you have to buy a new one. Like if the engine blows up, there's no fixing that. Like you have to buy a new one or buy a new motor. Like, and either way, it's overspending. Like there's not a way around spending that money in July, okay? Pay attention to things, again, with the vanity and the greed thing, okay? So make sure that you're not just doing things to make it look good, okay? Make sure that they're actually qualified to do what they're saying. Make sure that you're not putting yourself around people who are childish or egotistical, entitled people, okay? Like you don't want to go shopping with, you don't want to go house viewing or car shopping with people who are vain, with people who believe that debt is just a fucking number, okay? People that have maxed out fucking credit cards and things of that nature, okay? Just make sure that when you're going through this period of perseverance, that you are recognizing what status and what quality of life you're able to afford, okay? Don't push yourself to the point where you have to be a workaholic and you're not able to take breaks or to take rest when needed. August. August for Gemmy. That's a whole lot. All right. Well, Queen of Cups is what flipped in the deck, so we're going to keep the Queen. Eight of Cups reversed and Temperance are also here, though. Okay, so I think you are here in August at that point where you do want to show compassion, but you're indecisive about who really deserves that. You're being very patient and very, how do I say? Like you've reflected upon things, you have figured out what is good for you, what causes you harmony. You were really creative about the choices that you've made up to this point. You've kept your composure, you've restrained your temper, you've adapted to things. And I think you're still adapting from the changes here in July, moving into August, where you do want to understand and trust people and trust things, but you know what you're looking at. You know that there's people around you that gossip. You know that there's people that are untrustworthy, people who are dishonest, even vicious. Alcohol or substance abuse could be involved with some of these people. They have very indecisive behaviors, and you know who it is that you need to cut out or remove. You're fully aware of that. You're very intuitive. Some of you might even be empathic or very like energy sensitive, vibrationally sensitive, however you want to write it off as. But you get these very deep emotions, these deep feelings when you're around people. And even with the people who are the gossipers and the dishonest people, even the vicious people, or the people with fucking substance or alcohol issues. Like you're wanting to show compassion to these people, but at this point you're just not able to. You can't help someone that doesn't want to help themselves, and you're coming to that conclusion in August. And I think a lot of you are starting to walk away from the people that are undeserving of those energies. September. Three of Wands. Yeah, you're making plans. Some of you might be dealing with an Aries. Aries may be helping you along with the plans, or where you're going could be a very fiery, very passionate, very warm place. Okay, it could be somewhere that's like an island or has a volcano or a desert. Like there's somewhere very warm that you want to go. But there's new experiences, there's new horizons. You're definitely planning, making progress. Your self-confidence is brimming. It's coming back. You're getting your spark back, baby. Your sparkle's coming back. That's good. You're looking to the future, okay? A lot of you could be moving abroad. Maybe not just visiting that place, but actually moving there. Paying attention to your foresight. Plot, plan, execute is where you're at. October. Four of Wands reversed. Okay. Okay, be careful about those plans or traces, because here, come October, there's insecurity and discomfort. I think a lot of you are just uncomfortable with the change. I wouldn't say it's not at the point where you regret the change, because it's all still the same energy. It's just backwards. Like, whereas you were like, yeah, I want to do that. Then you get there and you're like, yeah, I'm not so fucking sure about this. It's just incomplete. It doesn't mean it's bad. It's just incomplete. November. November. I'll take Topsy. Seven of Wands, then Ace of Pentacles. Yo! Okay. Courage is back. Man, you guys are like an emotional roller coaster this year. My goodness gracious. Holy cow. Yeah. There could be negotiations, especially if there's any type of paperwork or contracts being drawn, anything that you have to sign. Be very careful about what you're signing. You may have to be defensive about what it is that you're looking for here. You're putting in a lot of fucking effort on making sure that you're getting exactly what the fuck you asked for. And you need to. If you're not being that way, you need to be that way. You need to fight for what it is, exactly what it is you were asking for. Because there's financial gains and prosperity to be made, new opportunities, abundance to be had there, but it has to be done the way you know it will succeed. If you were aware of what's going to make something succeed, like you know exactly what the fuck you're looking at and how to make it successful, push them buttons, okay? Push them. Because whether it's a new job, some sort of new venture even, or some sort of like, maybe it's like a job promotion and you know what could fix the issues that are there, whatever it is, be very clear, be very, very honest about what it is that you're putting forth here to make something successful. It could be like somebody, this is just example that's coming into play here, but it could be like getting one of those job promotions and you know damn well that like taking that, say it's like a general manager position and you have a manager that's stealing, another one that's clocking in and out late or doing drugs on the fucking job, and it's like all of the employees are fucking straightened out, but it's like the management that has piss poor choices. So sometimes you have to do what's best for all, even if it means doing something that you don't particularly like. Like, nobody likes to fire people, okay? But sometimes you have to in order to make things successful. Like, if you have somebody that's stealing profits and you have another that's showing an entire shift that they don't have to be responsible or do their job, then you have a fucking problem. And this is one of those times where you just really have to hone in and really make sure that you have the power that you need necessary to make what you want to happen fucking happen. All right, December. Ooh. December for Gemini. Spirits, guides, ancestors. December for Gemini. Oh. Two of Wands reversed. Alright, come December, there's definitely some unrest. Some of you might be dealing with some consequences. You might feel some contempt towards the consequences that you're getting. Options will be limited. There's going to be fear-based thinking. Some of you might even like stress yourself out to the point of being sick over it. Why though? It's almost like there was options and you took one option, but it creates a lot of stress, and there's consequences to taking the choice you took. So maybe it's like one of those things where you took the promotion at work, but then your home life starts going to shit because maybe you work more hours, or the hours changed, or you change shifts, or maybe it stresses you out to the point where like your partners or your family and your friends are worried about you or your children. Okay, something happens where the choice that you've made, there's a lot of contempt towards that choice, a lot of unrest with it. I want to clarify that. Can I clarify 2 of Wands? Why is it reversed, Spirit? Why is the December 2 of Wands reversed? Oh, 5 of Cups reversed, yeah. It's one of those situations where you're just like, you're looking at what's happening right the fuck now and not looking towards what it's going to do for the future. So it's, at first it's going to be stressful. It's going to be consuming. It's going to be overwhelming at first, but you're not looking, you're looking at what is right in front of you instead of the big picture. You need to look more at the big picture in December. What good is it doing in the long run? Okay, that's going to be significant for some of you. Because just because it sucks to do it right now does not mean that it's not going to get you what you want in the long run. Sometimes you got to work for what you want. What rune do we have for Gemini? Naudiz. Going to be a lot of delays, a lot of restriction. All of the resistance, that it's going to lead you into strength. This year is going to really teach you how self-reliant you are. There's going to be distress, confusion, conflict. Your power of will, it's going to be tested. It's going to be one of those years where you just really got to figure out how you're going to overcome things. It's definitely a lot coming in. It's not a bad year, though. I mean, there's lots of opportunities that are coming. Commitment, security. There's discomfort that comes with it. Heartbreak that comes with it, potentially. Solid advice and a good support system are here, though. So just keep that in mind. Advice for Gemini? Oracle advice for Gemini 2025. Advice for Gemini. Focus on your needs. I'm hearing that. Needs. Focus on what you need. Not what you want, what you need. Porcupine spirit. Time for beginner's mind. You're starting something new. You're beginning anew. Porcupine spirit. Time for beginner's mind. It's never too late to start over. It's never too late to become anew. It's never too late to heal. Okay? Delays, restrictions for sure. Definitely lots of restraints. Lots of resistance. During times of conflict, especially, when you're going through the confusion or the distress of it, focus on the trigger. Where did the flame start? Why did it start? Who pushed it? Who lit it? Okay. All right. those are the messages that I have for you, Jimmies. If they resonate, please do hit the like, share, subscribe. Feel free to comment. If you would like to get a personal reading, my info is in the description box below the video. If this did not resonate, try your moon, rising, or Venus signs. Want to give a big shout out and thank you to everybody that has donated, promoted, or even just had kind words even. You guys are an awesome collective. I couldn't ask for better. I thank every single one of you. You guys are awesome. Hopefully everything hits home for everybody, and hopefully everybody has a wonderful 2025. I wish you all lots of love and light.